So yeah, so when I was through the Sharon Tate PDF and the pictures, because I always now listen to the text to speech, and then I look at the pictures, I'm not reading all these PDFs. So I went through the O.J. Simpson one, and then I had a little intermezzo with Woody Stewart Allen. So he skipped the Stewart, he was changing his name legally. And then I went through the Salem murders again. So the Salem murders, they were in 1650 something, and the reason for hanging and not hanging those witches was to have the Puritans discredited, because those were a little bit less militant than the Reformationists, you know. So you would have the church and the state being one at that time, and the people sort of, being pushed back and forth, because, church and the state, the aristocracy and the church was in the kind of same boat. And then there was the people. So beside that, then there was the people, yeah. So they are lying about a lot of things in this Salem witch trial, which was one of the first witch trials. They were kind of making people, like in the O.J. Simpson, he says, Miles Mattis, they wanted to have the whites and the blacks fighting against each other, because actually we all should be fighting against the financial elite that can be black and or white, So, because we don't really know where they are and who is leading this world into oblivion. We cannot really fight anybody, but they put up these oops, I'm going, I don't want to, now it's done already, my little toe is ruined already. So yeah, I need to buy flip-flops, and I don't want to have this one all open. So I'll just put this one like that, and I'll run down bare feet, because yeah, it hurts less. Here too, it almost, when I walk downhill, it hurts a lot to have my little toe always scratch on that. I hate all those morons walking up here. It hurts a lot. So, but when I walk on the street down the valley, it doesn't matter. And this is a good massage for the feet. And I'm also very used to walking, with the flip-flops, so it doesn't really, I have strong feet. It's just that there are all these pebbles, and that one is not so, I should have taken the flip-flops with me. I always sit up there and go, I see the mist and I feel the cold wind, and whenever I get towards the valley, I go like, oh yeah, it's far more, it's hotter down here, and I could have worn, as I do today, I was wanting to start with the long trousers and the thick fabric trousers and a sweater. Well, I've got the sweater with me, but it's not that I'm like wearing trousers and sweater at the moment, am I? So yeah, the Salem witch trial was fake. So it's easy to fake a hanging when you are, 1650, and also it's easy to just write it into all the encyclopedias, and it's also easy to write it into Wikipedia. So now people go, oh yeah, haven't you read? It's on Wikipedia. It must be true. It has happened. Oh yeah? Oh yeah? Are you sure? Not really. Nothing ever happens the way they put it, you know. Wow, all these stones really hurt quite a bit, and I'm not really fast. I want to get a coffee. So right now my headache has vanished, I tell you. It's so much pain walking down here on these stones. So, you know, my headache is like a secondary source of pain at the moment, I tell you. So as soon as I can put on the shoes again, like further down I'll see. So here, you know, when there is no pebbles, I can walk straight. But here with all the pebbles, that's kind of difficult. Why am I so stupid? And why do I take shoes, new shoes, to walk a alpine hiking path? Don't I know that new shoes need some, you know, walking first on normal occasions, even at night? I could wear them so that I know how they feel. So I'm not, you know, on an alpine hiking path, and from then on it's just hurting because I cannot wear them. My little toe got hurt already, and I don't want to lose the skin on my little toe, you know. Don't I know that? I do know that, but yet when I started I was having the headache so very much, you know. I couldn't breathe, think, nothing was working because I'm, you know, dependent upon coffee. So I'm not gonna be without coffee anymore. So it's like I'm living in Switzerland. If I ever go live on an island, okay, I know I would have to have a coffee detox beforehand or take caffeine powder with me. So that's the two ways things can happen. So I'm like, yeah, there is nothing else I can do at the moment but go through this. And yeah, I've had headaches all my life long, and I always went, oh, that's the toxins and stuff. But it isn't. It's just the black tea that I got served as a child. So every day I get black tea. In the afternoon at 4 o'clock we have the so-called Zvieri. So we have some cookies or bread or just, you know, anything little before. In the evening we get to eat supper, right? So because we are a rich country and we eat breakfast, then we have a little znuni at 9 o'clock, you know. That is like a article, sort of pronoun. Well, an article. And nuni just means 9 o'clock. So we eat at breakfast like 7, 8. Then there is something at 9 o'clock. Then at 12, the midday lunch. Then we have the Zvieri at 4 o'clock. The children have it too, like at school there is breaks. Whenever there is a break, they get to eat. So in the morning you get to eat at 9 o'clock, 9:30, something. It's mostly like an apple or, you know, something small. And then there is lunch, you get warm food. And then in the evening supper will be like something warm, or during summer time it could also be just so-called café complet. So that would be a complete coffee, so freely translated. And that is like you get potatoes and all the things that can go with potatoes, so, and coffee and bread. So there is a lot of stuff on the table, but it's not like somebody has to do a lot of cooking and stuff. It's just to cook the potatoes and the coffee, and then you yourself, you kind of help yourself. You get the potatoes onto your plate, you mash them, and then you put stuff like mayonnaise and mustard and pepper and salt and ketchup and cheese and some, I still haven't looked it up, you know, the word for the white thing I love so much. There is this white stuff when you do yogurt. In the end, after the sour milk, you end up with quark, and that quark, it is called, is also handed out, sometimes with a bit of herbs in it, but not necessarily. It's just potatoes with a lot of stuff that you add yourself on the plate. That's café complet. So yeah, I'm really slow now that I haven't got shoes on, and I don't want to put them on again because I don't want to, you know, rip open the skin on my smallest toe. You see, I'm so absent-minded. I'm like really, there is some more morons. I just hate it. All those assholes have, you know, cellular phones in their pockets, and I just don't want to run into assholes, you know, not at all.